Lyrics to the song are just very, very beautiful. They're very, very sultry. They're very, very therapeutic to listen to. Like, who are you when no one's watching? You close the door to your apartment. Are you afraid of the silence? Are you afraid of what you're finding? 3 in the morning, stay up. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I actually want to go ahead and jump straight into my review of ChloeXHalle's Ungodly Hour that came out a few weeks ago. I'm actually very late on this project. Not very late on this project. I listened to it as soon as it came out, but I'm late on reviewing the project because I got caught up in work and a lot of stuff happened and stuff with the movement happened and protests happened, so I got caught up in that stuff, and so they kind of got put to the back burner. But I did want to show them support because they have shown support for these movements going on. They have shown support for the people out in the street. They even pushed back their album in solidarity with protesters and Black Lives Matter and all the stuff going on. They pushed it back so they wouldn't take away from it. And so even though they are the youngest people in the music industry right now, they seem to be more in tune with what's going on than even their peers, even their mentors who are much older than them. So I just wanted to show them that support because they've shown, the people support to two very immensely talented young ladies who produce and write their own music, as well as just have amazing vocal ability. The album is about 13 songs, which is a great album, which is a great number for an album. Also, I think it goes along symbolically with the whole idea of ungodly hour, the idea of 13. The number 13 is not the most lucky number ever. We have Friday the 13th, and then we have, I don't know, I was gonna say 13 reasons why. But 13 is just sort of seen as a very unholy number, a very evil number, a very insidious number. And so I think it goes along, I think the track list, the track number, to make it 13 songs to go along with the album entitled Ungodly Hour is very symbolic and was purposely done. If it wasn't purposely done, still I enjoy the symbolism anyway. I feel like this album is really about them coming into, their own womanhood in a way. And they even talk about it. I've watched a couple interviews where they've talked about it, in detail. There's certain songs that are about certain people that they've dealt with. Specifically, Busy Boy, I think, is rumored to be about Diggy Simmons, which is not uncommon. I was shocked, but I wasn't really shocked that, they might have gotten together or had some type of on-the-low relationship that they weren't ready to make public, but they were just kind of messing around or whatever they were doing. It's not uncommon for co-stars who spend an intimate amount of time together, also because they are paired up as love interests on the show Grownish that comes on Freeform, that used to be ABC Family. I'll never get over that, the fact that ABC Family became Freeform. But the fact that they spent intimate amount of time together, going over lines, rehearsing lines where they have to be sort of lovey-dovey together because they are each other's love interests on the show. It's not uncommon for this to happen, that you are on a set with somebody for hours, pretending to be lovey-dovey, and then all that also happened. I think what was shocking on the song Busy Boy was that it was talking about a guy you probably now know is Diggy Simmons, has a baby on the way. He got caught, also messing around with other girls. He likes maybe he likes to send pictures of his Johnson around. Why are you sending me pictures of your cock is one of the lines in the song. My favorite track on this album probably is Lonely. That is a very intimate, very reflective, very emotional song. Just the chords and everything about it is just very it's just how do you feel when you're alone, but you want to be with somebody, but that person just hasn't shown up in your life yet. The lyrics to the song are just very beautiful. They're very sultry. They're very therapeutic to listen to. Who are you when no one's watching? You close the door to your apartment. Are you afraid of the silence? Are you afraid of what you're finding? 3 in the morning, stay up. But the melodies and also the harmonies on this song and throughout this song, like they really just drown you in these beautiful harmonies, these very angelic sounds, and it's just very amazing and angelic, and it just feels like you're in heaven and you're just being, cleansed. It just feels like you're being cleansed all over. I always listen to it, find myself going back to it and clicking on that song Lonely, because even outside of just dealing with relationships, everybody feels lonely sometimes. Everybody feels alone sometimes, and it can feel uncomfortable being alone or feeling alone, even if you're around a lot of people. So even though the song is directly about feeling alone because you're not in a relationship, I feel like the song also applies to just feeling lonely, period, and it's a very relatable record. I really like the last two songs. These are the two songs before we get to Rest of Your Life. It's very jazzy, like just, I don't know, I don't want to say like 20s feel to it or 20s vibe to it. Maybe it's more like 50s. Maybe I'm going too far back. But it just has this very jazzy, bluesy sound to it that I think Halle does very, very well. And also the other song as well has a very more Marvin Gaye type feel to it, if you know what I'm talking about. I forget the name of the song. I'll put it in down below right here. It's very soulful, like 70s type feel to it. Like, I don't know, just like what's going on type of feel. Not what's a lot of these songs are about niggas doing like a lot of funny shit, having into like a life of dating, a life of having to date around and find out, what niggas are like and what you like, and trying to find love and trying to find happiness with another person. Like that last song, like the I wonder what she thinks of me when Halle gets into that, it's almost like, it's a little bad girlish a little bit as well. Like there's a little bit of edginess to it. Like they're not running away from the fact that like, oh, I might be the other woman, I might be the side piece. Like I own it and I don't wish you any harm. I'm just gonna like back out respectfully, but I'm not ashamed of what I did or what we had or what I felt. And I feel like that's a very powerful message to sort of say like, okay, like you were doing dirt. That has nothing to do with me. My feelings were genuine. Yours might not have been genuine, but my feelings were genuine, and I have no regrets. I feel like Ungodly Hour too. It has a very techno R&B, like not techno. I don't want to say techno. It's more like I don't know what you call it. It's like a pop flair R&B twist to it, R&B twist vibe to it that I really like. The only song that I didn't like off of this album was the one with Mike Will Made It and Sway Lee. I feel like it was trying way too hard to be another single. Like they already had Do It, Do It, Do It. I think they needed this other song that really was just, it wasn't worth it. Also, Mike Will's beat wasn't that great. The beat that he gave them was actually pretty trash to me because compared to other beats that he's given to other artists. Like I feel like he's given better beats, and this one was just kind of trash to me. I didn't really like it. Also, I didn't care for the feature with Sway Lee on it either. Sway Lee is under Mike Will Made It's label, and he actually found Ray Shrimmer. They just completely X'd out Slim Jimmy from the equation. I like Slim Jimmy. He adds a dynamicism to the group of Ray Shrimmer, but that's going off topic. I feel like Slim Jimmy gets undercut a lot, as if he doesn't do anything or doesn't provide anything with the group Ray Shrimmer, and I just feel like that's fucked up. It just seemed out of place as well. Also, I don't feel like they were able to utilize their harmonies the way that which is their strength, their harmonies, like their angelic voices just sort of floating like over the top of tracks is just really, really powerful, and it just gets you every single time. Nobody's doing harmonies like them. I also felt like Busy Boy was also very Destiny's Child for some reason as well. Felt like it was giving me Bugaboo vibes. Also the harmonies themselves, Destiny's Child is known for their very angelic harmonies and their synchronization in terms of vocals. And also Chloe with her sort of runs at the end was giving me the way that Beyonce used to do runs when she was younger. singer, and she used to like at the end of the tracks embellish and do all of these decorations with her voice over the track at the end to sort of give it that extra pop. I also liked about this album that it wasn't one singular sound of R&B, that it was multiple sounds of R&B. It was just like you had this very classical R&B, you had this very pop R&B over here, you know, that was a song. You had this very jazzy blues R&B type of feel, and then you also had 70s soul R&B going on as well, and then you had the hip hop with Mike Will Made It coming in, or the R&B hip hop fusion thing right there. Like, these girls are very, very, like, the way they execute a project is just very, very intelligent. We're not just showcasing one mode of emotion, one mode of ourselves, but we're very multifaceted. And also the R&B we do is also very multifaceted. So many times you listen to an album, every song sounds the same. And these songs, they have their own identities outside of just being in a collective. And I really, really appreciate it. That's all I have to say about this album. Go check it out if you haven't listened to it. Tell me what you think about this album down in the comment section below. And I will see you all next time for the next video.